Okay, we'll just open it up for questions.
You know, how big is it to get off that fast start and 16 last 100 players that
Yeah, we talked a lot about that. It's when you make shots, it all looks like, wow, you know, you guys are really ready to play. You know, they really came out ready. Then when the shots don't go in, it's like, oh, they must be flat. So, you know, when you look at the film of our game on senior night, we got the exact same shots we got today. You know, it's just that today they went in, Tuck was a little more aggressive, a little more confident than on senior night. And that combination of our defense was the same as it was that night. And today it was, you know, the fact that we just made a lot of shots. And we played great defense and made a lot of shots.
You know, not necessarily related to this game discussed specifically, but you know, since the tournament's come here, the crowds have
Yeah. Yeah.
Good chance the crowds are going to be better here than they will be in Florida next week based on seeing.
In the past? Yeah.
Why do you think that is? What reason?
Well, I think there may be a different fan that comes here. I think that's part of it. I don't know that all the fans that come here are all the regular season ticket holders at UConn. So I think that's part of it. The other part of it is sometimes game times have a lot to do with it. I got to tell you, I think they make it easier for people here than we make it in stores. For people to come to the games. It's easier to get here. Might be further away, but it's easier to get here. And they don't have to pay $12 to park like they do up at UConn. So sometimes we just make it easier for people. And then, you know, we're going to have the NCAA tournament, and then we have to have the NCAA tournament price tickets, which will be the highest in the country. And so there's a lot of things a lot of factors that go into it. Then we'll get the 9:30 game. You know, although now, you know, Carol's here, so we might not get the 9:30 game. So I just think that it's not just one thing, you know, and I could keep going, you know. Then people say, well, I'm going to go to the games in Bridgeport. And then there's the other factor of, well, I'm not going to any games. Gamble or Bridgeport, I'm going to Indianapolis. You know, so we kind of have created an environment where there's no sense of urgency to watch us play. It's not like I want to watch these first two rounds because I want to see Stewie and Tuck and Mariah. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe we'll get 10,000 for both the first and second round games. That would be great for these kids. It would be great for what they've done because that's going to be their last two games, hopefully 2 games in Gamble. So that would be great for them to leave on that note. And then that would be saying a lot by our fans to do that. And hopefully the weather will cooperate, the dates, the times rather will be favorable. You know, but that's my take on it. And I hope we have the tournament here every year. I mean, I know the guys are moving theirs around, you know, and I hope we don't ever move it. Whether we win it or don't win it. I mean, so I used to tell people all the time, we lost more tournaments at Gamble Pavilion than we did on the road during the whole Big East. You know, XL Center, Gamble, we lost more tournament games at those 2 places than we did on the road. So I just think it's a great experience for the kids. And you see more families that travel because it's you know, it's a good weekend. It's just a really good place to be. Tuck likes it here.
Questions for Morgan?
Or is anything you ask coach, just the fast start you have to get off, and how much that help you guys sort of take care of it?
I think
think it helped a lot. You know, we talked about, especially in the locker room, the start we had against them last time, and it was not what we wanted. So we wanted to make sure we kind of did the opposite today.
Anyone else for questions?
Took 15 points on 7 shots. It's pretty good.
Geno playing.
You know, if you came back next year, you could take like 25 shots.
Geno playing the back games. How helps to have 19 minutes, more like 20 to have
Yeah.
the rest of the more 19.
Now, I know, I think we make a big deal over how many minutes we play and then, 3 games in 3 days. So I bet you emotionally it's more taxing than it would be physically. I mean, if we practice yesterday, today, and tomorrow, it would be 2 hours and it would be.
Yeah.
So playing these games.
It's better than practice.
So the fact that we can rest some guys is great. I like that they're in the flow, and that's more important. And then whoever wins this game, South Florida or Temple, automatically will be pretty excited about playing whoever wins. So even if they're a little bit tired, that's not going to matter.
Geno, how would you describe the first 2 minutes of this game? It seemed like you were playing offensively and defensively, at least from my eyes. How did you see it?
When I watch us play like that, I keep getting flashbacks to, how many great players and how many great teams we've had and how many times I've seen that in the past. And it's just very demoralizing for the other team because it's not even about them anymore. It's not anything against the team that we're playing. It could have been anybody today. And when we do that, it's just really, really hard to play against us. And that doesn't happen all the time, those first 10 minutes. But when you get 10 minutes like that, it really, it's fun to watch. I enjoy watching it. I'm their coach, and I see it a lot. And I've seen it a lot in the last 20 years or so. But I always get a kick out of when the ball's moving the way it is, and we're scoring from a lot of different areas, and everybody that touches it is doing something good with the ball. I always said back in the day, remember I said I want to play basketball like the Edmonton Oilers used to play hockey when Gretzky was playing. That's what it looked like today.
Hey Morgan, do you think the first 10 minutes had anything at all to do with what happened on senior day to start of that game?
I think so. And I think, yesterday we had a really good start, so that kind of carried over. But I think we really wanted to make a point to have a really good first, 5-10 minutes just because as us starters, we didn't do a great job of that on senior night, so we wanted to make sure to do it today.
Any other questions?